Welcome to this lesson on file structure and the one class per file convention. Today, we'll explore one of Kotlin's most practical advantages, its flexible approach to organizing code in files. Understanding how Kotlin differs from Java in this aspect will help you write cleaner, more maintainable code. Let's dive in and see how Kotlin gives you more freedom while still maintaining good organization practices. Let's start by looking at how Java handles file organization. Java has a very strict rule: you can only have one public class per file, period. Not only that, but the file name must match the public class name exactly. For example, if you have a public class called user, your file must be named user.java. This restriction has been part of Java since its inception and makes the code predictable but sometimes inflexible. Here's what this looks like in practice. In a file named user.java, you can define your public class user with all its implementation details. However, if you try to add another public class to this same file, the Java compiler will give you an error. You simply cannot do it. This means every public class needs its own separate file, which can lead to many small files in your project structure. Now let's see how Kotlin changes the game. Unlike Java, Kotlin allows you to have multiple classes in a single file. That's right, you're not restricted to just one class per file anymore. This flexibility is one of Kotlin's strengths because it lets you organize related classes together, making your code more logical and easier to navigate. Kotlin trusts you, the developer, to make smart decisions about file organization. Here's a practical example. In a single Kotlin file named models.kt, you can define a user class, an address class, and a profile class all together. Notice how all three classes live happily in the same file. This is perfectly valid Kotlin code. When these classes are closely related, like different data models that work together, grouping them in one file can actually make your code more readable and maintainable. So with all this flexibility, what's the best practice? While Kotlin allows multiple classes per file, you should still be thoughtful about how you organize your code. Group closely related small classes together when it makes sense. For example, a main class along with its helper classes or data classes. However, for major classes with substantial functionality, it's still best to give each one its own file. This maintains clarity and makes your codebase easier to navigate as it grows. The key is balance. Use Kotlin's flexibility wisely, but don't overcrowd your files.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.